Good morning. Hello, cadets. This is the third drone. It's made by Metaco and it's called X300 quadcopter. Just be reminded that drones are also called quadcopter. Most of the drones are quadcopters where they've got propellers, four sets of propellers. It's also called UAV, unmanned aerial vehicle. All right. Here's the quadcopter. Here's the X300 quadcopter. Uh, it is. This is the front of the. This is the front of the drone. Has the battery in front, and is the rear of the drone. Has the camera behind it. Um, all the parts are over here. Here the propellers. There are two sets of additional propellers. The main propeller it came with is this red and white. The red propeller goes in the front, the white goes in the rear. Let me show you how the battery can be pulled out. You can see that on the top there is a place to put your finger and press it. Same way at the back there is another place. Put two of your fingers there, press it hard and pull it out. Press it hard and pull it out. This is the battery. There is a spare battery here. This battery can let you fly for about 15 to 18 minutes depending on the weather conditions. Here is the controller. It's a big, huge, has got a display on top. Here's the controller, has a display here. It needs 6 AA batteries. That's all at the back. Over here you can see it needs 6 AA batteries. The batteries are provided a set of bunch of rechargeable batteries. There is a charger that you have. You should be able to charge the batteries and use it. The instruction for controlling the drone is all in the manual, just like the first HSD2 has got the controls all over here, up and down, left turn, right turn, forward, backward, left and right. The switch for turning the drone is over here. This is the on and off switch. Okay, it's marked over there. I'm sure you can see it, but it has got multiple other controls that you will have to learn by reading through the manual. Here the propellers, as I said, the red goes in the front. Okay, before I go there, let me talk about the battery and the charger. The battery over here has an adapter to charge. This is the adapter, and here is the charger for the battery. This is the main battery that goes in the drone. This charger works on 120 volt. It does not work on 240, 220 volt. So please make sure that you do not ever use this directly on your power supply to charge the drone battery. I am going to be providing you with a voltage stabilizer, the converter so-called. That converter is going to be sent in the box that you'll receive when you receive all these drones from Colonel Sigdar and also Project Banerjee, who will be there to hand over these drones. Okay, here it is. Here's the charger. This goes on the adapter here, right at the back of the adapter. You put it in, and then the way this drone the battery goes in is, you can see the the connector here, and inside you can see the connector on the right hand bottom. So turn it over, push it in, and then There you go. It sits there. Once you put it on the power supply, you'll see the red light here goes on. It will remain solid until the battery gets completely charged, when it will turn into green. Alright, here are the propellers. It's slightly complicated how the propeller goes in. You have to be very careful how the propellers are going to be fitted. As I said, the red propeller goes in the front and the white propeller goes at the back. Every propeller is marked, so are the drones here also marked with certain signs that you have to follow. You can see that it has got an anti-clockwise directions, and look for the red propeller that has the anti-clock direction marked on it. So this is the one that has the anti-clockwise marked on the propeller. You have to be careful. It has got a dish, it has got a cut edge. It is shaped like a D. Put it in, and then you'll find that it will fit in at one place that you'll have to find out. Push it in. As I said, it's slightly complicated. You'll have to find the right place when it is going to go in. Okay, so this is how we push it in. This has just got in, and here it is. There are screws here. There are only 4 screws, no spares. So do not lose any screws. If you lose them, you lost your drones. So then put it in the screw, and then tighten it with the screwdriver. Make sure that you tighten it pretty well. Okay, once it is tightened, then this box here has the propeller guard. So take it out of the box. There are 4 propeller guards. Make sure you don't lose them. But the key is using the propeller guard while using these drones. So here it is. This propeller guard here has got groups, and they will fit in over here. I'll send you a picture or a small video how this goes in. But this is very critical that you use this propeller guard while flying the drone. One other key thing to remember, that make sure the battery is completely charged when you put this into the propeller. It takes about an hour and a half to charge the battery. The battery will operate the drone for about 15 to 18 minutes, depending upon the weather conditions. But if ever you find any swelling on the battery, discard it. The battery gets damaged if there is swelling. Key thing is the weather conditions. If it is extremely hot, this battery is made for operations between 49 or 50 degree and 120 degree centigrade. So make sure that you don't expose it to very 120 degree Fahrenheit. So make sure that you don't expose it to very high temperature. It'll swell up and it'll explode. As I said, this is the spare battery. Here's the manual. The manual has got all the details. Read through the manual. I've sent copies, electronic copies of the soft copy of the manual. Your principal or someone in the school must have got them and will be able to give you those copies. All right. The key thing is putting the propeller blade in. I think once you put the propeller guard into it, do not take it off. Keep it until something, until the situation occurs when you have to take it off. That is, the propeller blade has broken, got twisted, and you need to replace it. You should be able to keep the propeller guard on while replacing the propeller blade. And here the propeller blade is. There are, as I said, this is two spare one on one side. Here are the four sets of propeller here, um, uh, and is another four sets of propeller there. These are all additional spare ones that you may have to, that you may need in case the propeller gets damaged. Here is some spare part here. Um, sorry, this is the one. These goes at the bottom. You can see that there are stands here. These are rubber gaskets that helps on when the drone is land or when you drop the drone on the ground for landing. These are shock absorbers. There is a spare one. Keep it just in case one of these you lose one of the shock absorbers in the future, then you may have to replace it with the spare ones. But please take care of it as your own drone, and make sure that you don't drop it, or don't lose it, break it. If ever something gets damaged, broken, you lose a part and you need spare, let me know. Thank you. Bye now.